What's up everyone, it's Austin Rutherford. I was just in Puerto Vallarta for 8 days, spending time with my amazing girlfriend for her birthday. I just got to Columbus, Ohio. I'm here for a week, spending time with my family for the Thanksgiving holiday season. And when I was in Mexico last week, it really got me thinking how blessed I am to be able to travel the world and do what I want on my own time. And it got me thinking why am I able to do that, right? And I really fell on one thing, one main reason in my opinion. Right before I get to that, make sure you smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. But the one thing that I came across that has allowed me to be in that position to have the freedom, in my opinion, is I simply do what I say I'm going to do. And I know that sounds super simple, but if you look around, there's very, very, very few people that actually do what they say they're gonna do. So why do we not, right? If that's what has allowed me to get there, why do other people not do the same thing? I thought of a few reasons. One, fear of rejection from themselves or somebody else around them. Maybe they don't like saying no. There's a time in my life where I hated to tell people no. I was a yes man. But the problem with that is when you tell everybody yes, you cannot do everything that you say you're going to do. It's impossible. You have to tell people no to be able to actually do the things that you can and want to do. No is a very, very powerful word, and it's something you have to have in your vocabulary. Get it ingrained in your head, like saying no is okay. Or they just simply overcommit. Like I said, they're a yes man. They tell everybody yes, and they don't have enough time in the day to do what they say they're going to do. You need to be realistic with what you can actually do within a day. Again, I've been there before. I've overcommitted and I ended up working 20-hour days every single day for weeks and months and years on end. It's not a good feeling to be in. You gotta be realistic with what you can achieve in a 24-hour period and do not overcommit. Because what happens is you then start missing deadlines and start feeding people all this BS and all these lies to try and make up for not doing what you're going to do. And what happens is, I promise you, when you start doing that, your credibility is done. Like, people stop trusting you, they stop believing you, they stop asking you for things because you don't do it. And you think this is a big world? It gets very small when you start screwing people over. People talk, right? How many people talk about great things? When something amazing happens or somebody does an amazing job, nobody really talks about that stuff. But when something goes wrong and there's a problem, everybody likes to complain. They will talk negative 100 times more than they will positive. So when you start screwing up out there and start screwing people over and not fulfilling your obligations, people are going to talk and it's going to ruin your reputation very, very quickly. It's very simple. You don't have to overcomplicate it. It's as simple as this. Do what you say you're going to do. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't make excuses for yourself. Don't make excuses for other people, because that's all it is excuses. You continue to lie to yourself and other people, you're going to end up in a place where you really don't want to be. But the cool thing is, you start doing what you say you're going to do, you're going to end up exactly where you want to be. If you tell yourself that you want to look good, you want to have muscles and a six-pack and be able to wear a bikini or a Speedo on the beach, and you say you're going to work out, guess what? Work out. If you work out every single day until that beach day comes or whatever it is, you're going to be in much better shape than where you are today. Along with that, let's say that you want to be great, you want to be in very good shape, eat healthy. So if you tell yourself you're not going to eat candy, you're not going to eat ice cream, you're not going to eat bread, you're not going to eat sugar, whatever it is, whatever your diet is, and you say you're not going to do those things, it always sounds good in the moment. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to get up at 6 a.m. every day, or I'm not going to eat any carbs. And then when it comes to it, and you sit at the table, and there's pasta and bread and fried chicken and a salad, and you have to choose to eat a salad, that's the hard part. But if you simply do what you say you're going to do, it's not a hard decision. Or if you say bro, I'm gonna call you right back, call them back. It's really not complicated. You get a text message that you have to respond to, respond to the text message, respond to the email, pick up the phone and call somebody back. It's really not that complicated. Or you say that you're gonna close on a deal. Yes, I'm in, let's do this deal. Do the deal, don't back out, don't make an excuse, don't look for ways out of the deal. Do what you say you're gonna do. This one's wild to me. If you borrow money, pay the people back. It's pretty simple. Hey, I'm gonna loan you this money for a week. I need the money back next week, or a day, or an hour, or a year, or whatever it is. And you're gonna pay me an interest rate. You get the money, you pay the money back. It's really that simple. I've had conversations with people and they borrowed money, millions of dollars, and they're trying to get paid off, the people are, and they're yeah, I can't pay him right now. What do you mean you can't pay him right now? The agreement was to pay him. Yeah, but I just don't have it right now. What was the plan to pay him back in the first place? That is mind-blowing to me. Or if you say that you're in business For like, everybody has a why when they get into business, right? Like my why is like family, friends, giving back to other people, helping change other people's lives. Like that's my why, right? So when I start business and I start having some success and I start making some money, why did I do that? It was for this reason over here. It's for my friends and family and giving back and changing other people's lives. But if I never go back to do that, why am I doing all this in the first place? Everybody says I'm gonna be a great father or a husband or wife or mother or sister, whatever it is, they're gonna be great at that. But they suck at it. They might be great in business, but they're horrible in their personal lives. Nobody wants to spend time with them. Like their kids don't even want to talk to them. So like, what's the point of doing this if you don't do that? But if you say you're doing this for this reason, guess what? Do what you say you're gonna do. Do this, make the money, become successful, whatever it is, and do those things that you did it for in the first place. Spending time with your family, spending time with your kids, spending time with your loved ones, giving back and helping other people. Like you literally, it's that simple. You just simply do what you say you're gonna do, and like life becomes a whole lot easier. Because at the end of the day, 80%, probably 95% of the world is lying to themselves. If you look at yourself in the mirror and you ask yourself, are you being real with yourself? 95% of people, the answer is no. But they're gonna sit there and be like, oh yeah, like I'm good, I'm winning. Like I had a claim at an Airbnb. Literally, I just got this message as I was shooting this. And the people, we have a no smoking, right? No smoking at all. So in the rules, it says no smoking. Checkout, and there's checkout at 11 o'clock. It came, it was 11:40. My cleaners walked into the property. They still weren't checked out, so they had a late checkout, and they were actively smoking a blunt in the house, and my cleaners saw them. So we filed a claim. We're trying to get money from them, and they just messaged me, and they're like, I have no idea what this is for. You were in the house after checkout, actively smoking a blunt when somebody walked into the house. Like, what do you mean? Like, just simply do what you say you're gonna do. It's so crazy to me. And people lie about the smallest things and think that that does not roll over into other aspects of their life. If you can lie about that, what are you lying to your family about? What are you lying to your husband about? What are you lying to your kids about? Like, that all goes in the same. Like, if you're gonna lie about one thing, you're gonna lie about anything. So, long story short, 95% of the world's out here making up all these BS excuses to try and make themselves feel good. But if you look yourself in the mirror and you're real with yourself, you'll really understand that you're screwing things up right now and start being real with yourself. It's simple. Learn the word no and simply do what you say you're gonna do. Life will become a whole lot easier, I promise. So drop a comment below. Let me know your thoughts on that. Is it really that simple, quote unquote? While you're down there, make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe and notification bell so you can get all this content going forward. As always, appreciate you being here. We'll see you on the next one.